What's up? It's the swaggy version of wALiE. It's got to be swaggy when I have such an incredible guest. On this episode, we talking Call of Duty, some wrestling, Pokemon, some other shit. I don't know. It's fun. It's a great conversation. Great time. Stay tuned.
Give me like 5 more 10 seconds.
Okay, so if I'm going off of peso time, we'll start in 20 minutes.
Nah.
So you had moved out to Cali. And when you moved out to Cali, you weren't initially doing music stuff. You kind of found that along the way.
No.
From my understanding.
No, I wasn't like outwardly doing it, but to myself, it was interest.
Yeah, like, so like hobbyist, you were kind of like doing some stuff?
Nah, it was more of like finding my confidence in it, like keep working at it before I share it.
Oh, okay.
Type of thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see if it's something I feel like would actually be quality to share first. Let me see if I could actually do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then share it before I start talking my ass and it sounds stupid and I'm like, that was
totally get. I
shot myself in the foot.
I feel the same way because I kind of do something similar, but my biggest hurdle is like just hitting go live. So my little solution, like more recently, it has been like just launch it, put it out live, and then just wait to promote it. So if you get any traction before I start like promoting something, then hey, that's organic. Those are people that like found it and maybe like it or whatever. And then that gives me the confidence to like, all right, now I know what it's like to put something out. I can put it out, get more used to this. And then when I'm ready, my hesitation is like, or my perfectionism is like, when I know I have quality, then I just start like promoting it, announcing it, and letting people like trying to share it and get it out there. But I don't have that perfectionism of I need to make sure that the product itself is good quality before it's out there.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like in music kind of should because you can't go back on a song.
Right.
If you release a song, you can't be like, oh, no, here's a better version of it 2 months later. It's And this is what it is.
And you could do like remixes or redo them in whatever ways, but it's like
if you're
the
new
first one that came out
and it's like, ass, you already lost.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's like
you need to start. So what was the way you kind of got to the point where it's like, that I have that quality stuff to put out now?
I just had to find someone like the recording had to sound good.
Yeah.
And once I linked up with some like my boy Lons.
Mm-hmm.
And he made it sound really good, and I was like, okay, I can do this shit.
Right. So more of like the producer. Lons is your producer?
He's not my producer. He's an artist too, but he also knows how to engineer. He went to school for that shit, so it was just.
Did he help you capture the vibe you were looking for, or just kind of like show you that you had the quality?
So, I guess what helps for myself is. When writing, I already have, like, the song in my head, like, to the point of ad-libs, how this part is going to be this. But I had something with myself where I never really liked my voice. So hearing yourself on a phone and all that shit, you think you sound disgusting. But when you record, and it's like, auto-tune's out there. I think I said it last time. Auto-tune's out there, and not just the auto-tune, but I actually like my voice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what gave me the extra push of like, okay, and then obviously he's skilled at what he does, and he can make it sound even better. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it don't sound bad raw. Like, I have a lot of my stuff recorded just auto-tune, and it sounds good enough for like my liking, but if someone could take it from here to here, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I should keep doing this shit. You know what I mean? And that's what it was for me, yeah.
And because when we did the Mic 'em Up way back in the day, or a year ago,
I was like, damn, way back in the day, damn, bro.
You like the stuff you were already putting out, like the stuff that Gio and I even reacted to and everything is like really like high quality. Thanks. So like you were already like doing good stuff, and like did that incentivize you to like pursue this like almost full time now? Like
no, but you're talking about when I first moved here. You're talking about when I first started, right?
When you first started making the music, well, actually, I should say, when you first started, like, releasing the music, did you get that, like, the type of feedback that you, like, that helped you want to do more of this career?
In a sense.
Or is like, all right, I'm finding where this career is going to take me?
In a sense, it was more so of me liking it. Do I like what I'm doing? Do I like what I'm putting out? That's what it was for me.
Yeah.
And then once I actually tested out with writing music, and I told myself, because the first project I dropped was, for me, was just, I consider it a mixtape. It was just for fun. It's a different language. And I just wanted to tell myself, hey, if I can write, I just wanted to see if I can write a song. If I can write a song, if I feel like it's singable, if I like it, then I'm going to keep going with it. And I was like, let me do a different language so it's not, so I don't take it as personal.
Oh, yeah.
So for me, it's like, I can ease off my mind. Like, I don't have to stress myself about what the fuck I'm saying. It's just for fun. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can actually structure it, and then let me work on shit I want to work on.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And I noticed that listening to your songs too, like, as much as like the lyrics do have like meaning, while I'm listening, the lyrics are playing this like added instrument. Like the lyrics are another addition to the whole song. So like, even if I'm singing along, I might not even know, like I'm just making the sounds that you're making. Yeah. And it's just like you know what it does? It gives me swag. Like when I'm listening to Peso Pat, I'm just like, yeah, dude, like I'm on my shit. Dude. Yeah. I'm wearing sunglasses for a reason. Because Peso's in the room. And I also, I know we reacted to, what's the name of the song?
Tandem.
With the camo?
Yeah, Tandem. Yep.
Dude, we paused it.
I like that one. That was a good feedback. I like that.
That shit was hilarious. I was just like, only Peso can pull off camo. This is redneck, stupid shit. And he comes out camo with some orange and it's swag. Like
that day, it was funny for that day too. My boy was already doing a video.
Yeah.
And the videographer was out here, so he's like, hey bro, pretty much he's always looking out lawns. He was throwing me the alley up. He's like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I already got a cabin. If you can think of something in a song, come through. You know what I mean? Record something. So it was literally that day I was like, fuck, what do I got?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this song it wasn't even done, the song.
Wow.
It wasn't even, like, I was playing, the version now wasn't what I was listening to during the video, the shoot. And then, I was like, fuck it, let me throw this on. I think the camos, these shades are the ones I actually wore. And I was like, I think the camo looks different but cool together. Like the camo. And
clashes, but like,
and then I'm like, let me just throw that orange hat on there. And I think it cleans it up nice.
Yeah, right.
And then that was it.
Because it was like the more like crazy clashing like vibes you had going on created the one like signature look.
And I kind of wanted a characteristic to come out of this video.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I was like, I'll just cover my face, just keep it as.
Right.
This is
It's the quality. It's the quality that you're putting out. So how many songs do you have out currently? Like since you've been like really doing the Peso Pat.
I mean, for this year, I know Tandem is my third release this year. But out.
And you're just releasing them as singles. You're not. Are you working on an album or a mixtape or anything?
So I'm working on a couple EPs.
Okay.
But my whole situation with my setup, I'm not trying to go anywhere and record. So I'm recording my own setup.
Yeah.
But some shit happened with, was it my auto-tune, I think it was, or some shit? No, I know what it was. I got a new computer. So I was trying to move everything from my laptop to my new computer to record, but I'm all fresh to the shit. So I'm like trying to figure it out. So then my shit just wasn't recording right. So then I just stopped and I started writing to myself. But songs out, I have a couple songs. Yeah. For this year, 3 songs out. And then that whole mixtape, probably a good like 20-something songs out.
I wanted to make sure I had that, the fact that you're still working on the Peso stuff before I introduce a new lane that you and I have 100%. Talked about. So you've been working on building a nice little streaming setup.
Yes.
How long have you been working on that?
Oh, not that long, to be honest. It's just, I already had the setup for my studio.
Right.
But it just fit nice with the streaming. Like, it literally just fits. When
did you know you wanted to start streaming?
When I heard people could make money off it, I was like, that was it. I was like,
this is the most real, like, just, it's the money. Like, that's why
when I heard it can be a source.
Yeah.
And it's also helpful content. I play, might as well see if it can turn into something. You know what I mean?
And I think we're seeing this in today's, like, era of people love celebrities, but, like, really getting to know the celebrity. And I think on a stream, you can show so much more of your personality and like just who you are that you won't get out of songs. That's why like there's a lot of like famous rappers, like one, for example, like Soulja Boy is one of the like highest, I think like rapping streamers or like rappers and streamer or whatever on Twitch, or at least he was at one point. And I think part of what gives that so much success is because of the fact that like people just want to know more about. They want to see more of your like regular life, whereas kind of this weird transition, like the stand-ups taking over the podcasting game, you get a little bit of the sense of personality, but like a podcast, because I've seen like rappers on podcasts, and I just like I don't feel like they usually do well. Like they don't know how to talk about themselves. They've gotten so good at expressing themselves through their medium, their art form of like music, that when they're in an interview or on a podcast, the personality is kind of like, you could see the host or whoever like trying to like get stuff like to get deeper into the person. But on a live stream, that's like so behind you. Yeah, it's just like it
is what it is.
I'm here in front of everybody. Whatever I do is who I am. And it's like a lot more of a comfortable medium, I think, for that type of like, artist. And that's not to say that like rappers or musicians can't do podcasts, and that there aren't currently like really successful ones. That not No Jumper. There's a what's the one with Charlemagne? Oh, actually, maybe that's more radio. But
that's radio.
Oh, Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club. Okay. But
Drink Champs. That's my favorite
Drink
one.
Champs.
Not familiar?
I've heard that podcast.
Wow. Nori and DJ FN.
I've definitely heard like
Dude,
a lot of.
I watched
like,
that like cable. That's all I watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're jumping into streaming with Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your go-to game, or are you? So me and Gio talk about this a lot. Gio is a video gamer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a gamer. I play Call of Duty. If I'm playing video game, like I play video games. No, wait. How do I want to first? I don't play video games. I play Call of Duty. Mm-hmm. So like whenever I'm talking to like my girlfriend or something, and I like, hey, I'm just not a video gamer. She's like, dude, you were just playing 3 hours of Call of Duty. I'm like, yeah, but I won't play another video game. Like the video. Like that's the game. I get you.
That's the same. I think it's fair. It's like I'll play pickup ball, but I don't consider myself a basketball player.
Or even more so, it's like you know what I mean. Like I think someone who plays like, pick up basketball doesn't always play pick up basketball, flag football, and like pick up soccer. It's like, so they're not a pick up athlete. They're a pick up basketball player, like a pick up player or something. Like it's more.
But I get what you're trying to say about the game. Like I don't really consider it gamer because I'm not into anything else besides
whatever one you're
Call
playing.
Of Duty. Yeah, exactly.
Right now it's Call of Duty, but we were talking earlier. You 2K, you were playing. You still play a little 2K or?
Not really. What I play, but literally all I play is Call of Duty and maybe a little GTA here and there. But
what?
That's literally.
Isn't
and I had Red Dead Redemption. Yeah. That's all I'm waiting for. That's
when does that come
game.
out?
I have no idea.
Did they announce that or anything?
No, I think they're just teasing that it's coming out soon.
Yeah, that they're. Dude, I love it. I wish Call of Duty. I mean, not that many years in between, but like. Gave us a couple years before putting out another game. Like
it's been some time. What was it, like 4 years since that last Modern Warfare came out?
No, well, Call of Duty has a new game.
But they're doing it now. They're doing it now where they're just gonna keep updating shit, and it's kind of annoying. But
there's been a lot of controversy about that, and I'm kind of against Activision on this one, where when they were announcing the current one, the Modern Warfare 2. They were saying, like, this is going to be a 2-year game. Like, this is going to start a new cycle. We're going to put out for 2 years. We'll have, like, DLC and new stuff coming out every year. And then, I don't know when they decided, but it all started, like, little news stories and stuff started coming out about when the whole Microsoft, like, lawsuit or whatever was happening, that they were going to be releasing a full game in 2023, which just got announced. So they're definitely putting out. They're not doing a 2-year cycle. They're trying to phrase it as like, it's a DLC. It's like it's an add-on to the Modern Warfare 2, but it's a entirely new title. It's Modern Warfare
I don't like
3.
That shit.
It's there.
I do, but I don't.
There's a lot of stuff like your guns will carry over. Your any cosmetics like character or like operators or camos or certain things will carry over. But it's a brand new game, new guns, new maps, new story, whatever, and it's gonna be the same like premium price of like $60 or whatever dollars. So they essentially lied to everyone, and I bought this Modern Warfare 2 as I like 2019 Warzone, all that stuff. I was like, I'm into it, and then Vanguard and just like some of it just like started to die out, and I wasn't so into it. But then they said 2 years. I'm like, I'll fucking buy this game because I know I got 2 years of the one game, and if I like it, that's 2 years. And to now be told like, oh, we got another one coming out, it got me a little pissed. But were you always like as a kid, Call of Duty, like talking World at War, Modern Warfare 2, like the originals back in like 2007? Were you gaming those?
Yeah, in high school I definitely did.
Yeah.
In high school I played a lot of Call of Duty.
Right.
I don't remember which ones they were, but I played Call of Duty a lot.
You don't have like flashbacks like Black Ops. That was yours. You don't know which one?
No, because I get so confused with them. There's so many versions of them, so I don't know which is which. To be honest, I literally had the only reason why I started back playing was because COVID.
Right.
So I was like, if I'm gonna be home, might as well get a video game to play.
Yeah.
And then that's when I went and got a PlayStation and the COD, and that was it.
Yeah.
But before that, I haven't played in like years. So
right. No, and that was Call of Duty for me. Like I was similar to like the Pokemon and stuff. Like when Pokemon was like my elementary, early middle school, and then like Pokemon turned into Call of Duty. Like
same, yeah.
I was finally like
Pretty
old
much.
enough. My parents let me get a live account and stuff, so I was playing on the Xbox, like the World at War, Modern Warfare 2, like playing a whole bunch of that. And then I kind of like, and by high school, I like didn't play any video games. I just
really high school.
High school, freshman year, but by sophomore year, I was more into like just watching TV or hanging out with friends, going out in the woods, making fire, like doing shit. I didn't play a lot of video games until I got to college, but I fell off of Call of Duty because like the jetpack era was just like, it's just not for me.
When it got super like futuristic and shit, that was weird for me. The lasers and shit.
This is just not like a game I never got into Halo.
That's probably why what?
It was too much for me.
Halo was really cool.
I like the boots on the ground, like simple, like building a loadout, like 3 perks, 2 guns.
See, you know what game doesn't get to me?
What game?
I still don't understand Fortnite.
I didn't either. I don't like third persons.
Well, actually,
why I know.
I think I know what my thing is. I think I'm just a loyal person. So when I think of of Fortnite, I'm like, man, this is like Call of Duty, but just different. Yeah. It's just more friendly.
Right.
So it's like, I've been trying to play, but I'm like, it just doesn't.
Dude, that's why
entertain me.
That's why I got, because I was I had especially during the pandemic, like I found a squad. I had like 3 buddies that every single day we're getting on, we're dropping into Warzone day after day, hour after hour, like so much. And then like, they started to kind of like get bored of it or whatever. And then one of them was like, oh, let's pick up Apex. So they all started playing
I've heard
Apex.
Of Apex. Yeah, I've heard of
and
Apex.
I played like once or twice, and I'm just like, I'm too
same
loyal.
Shit. It's the same. It's like the same shit.
But I put all the time and hours into the cable grind on here.
And I just like the. I just feel like when I play COD, I know it sounds bad, but I feel like the bullets are enough now. And this new Call of Duty, I feel like it's not like you got to do like 30 fucking shots to kill somebody in the game.
Right.
It's like, okay, boom, boom, boom. That seems realistic. Not realistic, but you know what I mean? It's not like I have to be there.
Right. And then like because I played so much Call of Duty, like when I picked up, actually, I played maybe like 2 games of Fortnite.
Probably
like,
same here. Same here.
But like even Apex, I used to play like arena mode or whatever with my buddies. And you pick up a gun, and it's like, all right, this is an assault rifle. I know what Call of Duty assault rifle is going to do good from mid range or whatever, and it's just a couple shots. This assault rifle has less range than this submachine gun or this pistol over here.
Or a
like,
shotgun and shit.
And I'm like all the there's not a consistency of like that Call of Duty captures of like an assault rifle is always going to be in this range.
Yeah.
And like there might be like a assault rifle that has a little more SMG vibe to it, but like the best SMG is going to always be better than the best assault rifle at that range kind of thing. So it's just so hard to adapt to, and like, even though it's a pretty similar layout and controller or whatever, like same buttons and everything, I'm like, I'm playing a different game. Like, and it's also the futuristic shit. I'm like, I'm shooting lasers.
Lasers, I hate that shit, bro. It's like,
and then there's a force field. What the fuck is a force field?
It's like, the fuck is going on here, bro? Yeah. And I don't like how like certain characters will have their own things. It's like,
yeah,
bro, just
that too.
Make it equal. Like, just give it a. That's why I appreciate the newer Call of Duty more than the old one, because I feel like, have you played the last Modern Warfare?
The Modern Warfare 2, the one that's out now?
The one that was just before this one. The one that just was before this one.
Which one was that?
It was like Modern Warfare. They just
the
called
Vanguard?
it. Probably, I don't know.
Are you talking about Modern Warfare?
Literally the one before this new disc came out.
I got back into that before Warzone and the pandemic.
Oh,
like,
really?
I bought it like a month or two before because I was just looking for a video game to play. I was like, all right, this reminds me of like, the original Modern Warfare, and I gave it a try. I played the campaign, I liked it, and then I was playing a bunch of multiplayer. And then Warzone came out, and everyone's hype on that. I'm like, I don't like Battle Royales.
Me either. But I feel like what I was trying to say is I feel like in that one, when you, like, different guns, the damage wasn't, like, as, like, it should have been. I feel like
you like this
so many
one better.
bullets sometimes. I feel like it shouldn't have taken that many bullets to you know what I mean, kill the other person in the game.
Right.
But I feel like in this new one now, it's like, it's a fair advantage. It's not like this person can have a super fucking weapon, like, I feel like it's level.
There's not as much
field.
like notable meta. Like there's not like the one gun that every single person uses.
Like I feel like now you could choose any gun and really put numbers up.
Yep.
Regardless of what you're using.
Right. It is a lot more of an even playing field. I think they've done a lot better with balancing, but it's annoying sometimes when I'm watching like a Call of Duty YouTuber or whatever that's talking about like the meta and the different things, and they're like, oh yeah, this gun's trash. It's like, it's not, like, and that gun's not just the only good gun. Like stop ruining and infecting everybody's brain that that's the one gun you got to use, because now I'm going to enter a lobby and everyone's using that.
I have a friend like that. He's like just freaking researching guns to try and beat me with it, and I'm like, bro, it ain't the fucking gun.
Right.
You got to learn how to actually play, and like it takes more. You gotta you gotta duck. You gotta use the cover.
Right.
It's a lot of other shit too that goes into the game. And what I realize is when you play slow, for me, I get a way better turnaround in the game.
Yeah.
Instead of just going out there, just running out there and killing everybody.
Yeah. No, that's why it's like when rank mode first came out on this one.
I love rank, bro.
Yeah,
even the last one.
I want to get into it. I've just never. You know what? I think I had never had a squad that like built with me. Like to really like know that I can play it. But I was getting into like watching some streamers, and then I started watching like the Call of Duty League, like watching the teams like play against each other, and I started to learn about like the tactics behind like domination versus search and destroy, where you want to set up, how you want to get ready, and like how like 3 people have ARs, one person has a sniper and one has a and like the dynamics.
That helps a lot.
It's so.
That's what I hate when I play with people who I can see they're a full team. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. It's like, all right.
But it feels good when you beat them.
Right. Do you have a squad that you?
No, I don't. Luckily, not luckily, but usually I hop on really late because I'm on the West Coast time. So
true.
It's like extra late for especially people on the East Coast and all that shit.
Yeah.
But I've gotten teams where they're like, yo, just play it, like we'll add you in, and then I'll play like a group for like a couple of games. But I don't have a squad. No. You joining me on my squad?
Dude, we'll set it up. Yeah. We'll make it happen. As long as you help me out with some like raid camo grinds, or like those seasonal challenges that like.
Oh, you do those challenges? I do objectives.
Yeah, that's my go-to. Like I like every time there's a new like when they there's like a limited time. They have like 2 weeks to get like 50 kills with this, 50 with this.
Oh,
50 with that.
yeah, I go to
And then if you unlock all those camos, you get this like master camo for all of the guns, and that's the shit that I like. Like
I don't know if that helps. That's not on rank though. That's on regular matches, right?
Raid.
Oh, raid, you said.
Raid.
They
also do that bad. Like every season of rank, like if you get to like certain level, like certain ranks or whatever, you can unlock like random, like not blueprints that you would even use necessarily, but you can unlock like a blueprint for the gun, like for random guns and shit that are like specifically will tell you like forever, like, all right, that person completed that challenge. Like that's what I like. I like being like, I was the person that did this challenge. Like I got the mastery camo. I got the Damascus.
Did you see they're bringing back the daily login?
Yeah.
Now you get some stuff.
Right now it's the Snoop Dogg one. I got, what was the one before? It was just like
I think it was just random shit.
Yeah, just like a random blueprint. I think for an M4. But
What's your go-to gun? Oh my bad. Go ahead. What did you say? You have 2 what?
No. I have 2 on the Snoop Dogg one. I gotta log in today so I can get number 3. But my go-to, I don't really have a go-to because I don't know if I told you this. I like the camo grind, so I just, whenever I have time to play, I play for like an hour and I just go shipment.
Oh,
and
shit.
I just try to get as many kills with whatever gun or whatever, how many headshots to get the next camo for this gun. So, and as soon as I finish that gun, I move on to the next one. And so I have a lot of guns that like I like using, but consistently I've always loved, and sometimes they have a different name or whatever, but like the M4. I'm a big
That's
M4.
my shit, yeah.
And then MP5, like whatever the
MP5
MP5 or M4 is, I those are the ones, like I don't usually like buy things in the store, but if I see a blueprint that is for an MP5 or an M4 and I like the blueprint, I like the cosmetic of it, I'm like, I'll buy, like I'll save all my COD points for that specifically. But yeah, I would say M4 or MP5 car, but they don't have the car in this one.
Oh, they don't?
The 98K, the bolt action like sniper.
You
remember that? You quick scope of that?
Bro. I honestly keep my same class.
What do you use?
The last game. I think it's because it changes. I don't know if it's M4, M6, but it's one of the M's that I use.
Yeah.
And then I just have a sniper. It's my
so you use like an AR?
I use overkill.
Yeah.
As my perk. So I'll have AR, and then I'll have like a sniper.
So you never run.
But you can't do that in rank. You can only have.
Oh, overkill's not allowed.
No, you can only have. I think you get a pistol or knife or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's
only
only
a lot of people use the knife because you don't need.
I hate the fucking knife, bro, because it's how the fuck does 5 bullets go through somebody and they can still walk and knife you and you're dead off a slice in the wrist.
Yeah, right.
I'd be like, bro, this nigga just sliced me like that and he missed and I'm dead.
Yeah, when you watch back the kill, he didn't
it's like
even hit me
over your head and you're dead.
He's hitting a guy behind me.
Yeah,
like,
I'm like, what the fuck, bro? It pisses me off. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, how do you even fucking not fall?
Yeah, right.
But it's getting better. The game is.
It is. I think it's like you said, it's a very balanced. Like, yes, there are definitely guns that like I know if I'm using it, especially on shipment, like it's too easy. Like certain submachine guns are just like they have such a good ammo capacity and good especially the headshot multipliers. Like you can body most people. Like you could beat yourself with most other guns, but there's also like those other guns can be good once you start like using it enough. Like the P90 or something. Like
P90
when I first start trying to do more of the camo grind with the P90, it's like it's gonna take me like 100 kills to figure out, and then once I figure it out, like I'm just as good as with any other gun. One of my favorites is like I think it's called like the Lockwood on this one, but it's like one of those like it's a marksman rifle. It's like a quick action whatever, dude. On shipment,
so you're good at sniping?
No, I'm not good at sniping, but like quick shots.
Oh, I get what you're
quick
saying.
scopes or whatever. Like I just like boom, like and in that thing like reloads so quickly. So like I just run out, like because with the controller, the aim assist when you aim down, it kind of helps you a little bit. So you just aim, shoot, aim, shoot, aim, shoot. It's just like you're just killing like 3 people in a row. It's like things like
I love sniping though sometimes.
Yeah, sniping's fun. I don't play on enough maps because I like mostly. I mean, the past like 7 months, I've only played shipment really. But when I like first got the game and I'm playing on all the like before shipment even came out and I'm playing on all the different maps, I like using a sniper. Like just
a
sniper. Like whether I am trying to like do quick scopey stuff and kind of like move around the map, or I just kind of post up and just like. Anyone who comes down here, done. You're done. You're not coming to A. Like.
Oh, I get saying yeah. Was that domination?
Domination, yeah. But so you're on your stream. You're mostly gonna stick to like the rank stuff and multiplayer.
Yeah, I'm not. The only reason why I'm not into Warzone because I've had it too many. Well, I don't have a squad, so it's
Yeah.
gonna suck getting into a team and then they just ass.
Right.
You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
But I just don't like playing for 10 minutes to finally find somebody. And if
Right.
you die, it was like, thanks. Now you got to wait to the whole next game to load.
And then
so it just pisses me off. So that's why I appreciate the quick games. Like,
yeah.
okay,
yeah.
I can just come in here, 5 minutes over, W or loss. You know
right.
what I mean?
I feel like, especially depending on how long you want to stream for, Warzone or Battle Royales are good for the same reason why you don't like them. Because it gives you that more time in between games. Or if you die and your squad doesn't have enough money to buy you back, right? Like you can walk up, go grab a drink, or come back. Like during a stream when you're doing that long. You're like,
no, I want to play. I don't want to watch my teammates. I want to play.
but like when you're streaming, you get like you take that time to interact with chat or go do something.
I
quick,
haven't
like,
really streamed yet, so for me it'll be fresh to really fall for it. But
yeah. And the other thing too, like Warzone is definitely. In my experience,
hate
like
that shit, bro.
Imagine
you're like, whew, we're doing good. It's been 5 minutes. Okay, 30 of us left. I go find a gun. Bow.
Yeah, the first enemy is just like, all right, that was.
And you're dead, and it's like,
and
thanks for
to
playing.
Shoot my gun.
Yeah, thanks for playing. Now you gotta start all over again.
You're right. That's
the only thing. Besides that, I would play it, but I don't know if they have it anymore, but I like the money one. We had to collect the money. Plunder, yeah. That one's all right. Because you can come back to life.
Right. And because I do like that like huge map aspect where like, you know, there's like so many different like high interest points or whatever they're called that like will have all these like random squads, especially when you can like battle like two different squads at the same time. You're picking off, you're like getting the you know, the other squad down that guy, you get there, finish, and you're just having fun. But yeah, like, with Plunder, at least you're like, all right, that happened, I died or whatever, and then I load up a new game, and you don't really, you can go in solo drop in and it's fine, even if it's other squads, or you go with a squad and you don't have to stay with your squad and navigate through and try to survive. It's just like, we're just all go do your thing.
But I also don't like how like the bullets are different compared to when
it's just
the
health. They have more health on the Plunder and everything.
Yeah, I understand it, but sometimes I'd be like, man, you should have died. Right. Bro, you know what I mean? It's like, now I got to fucking wait and play, reload the fucking game.
Yeah, Battle Royale and all that is definitely, like, I think only good if you have, like, your boys. A
squad, yeah. If you got people who can
not
hold
just like
it down.
a squad, like, not just a team. Like, if you have a team, even if they're a really good team, it's not that much fun to play, because if they're carrying you through win after win, it's like, I didn't play this whole game, but fun to watch you guys win. Whereas, like if you're playing with your boys, it, like, doesn't matter if you're alive or dead. You're just shitting on your teammates, like, the whole time. Like, that's when it can be fun. But that, like, I don't know. It's just, during the pandemic, it was easy to kind of do because most people were
playing
home, you know, most of the time. So, like, you could always kind of find a little group of guys to like, hang out and play with. But now it's just, like, everyone's got kind of, like, different work schedules and this schedule and that. And you can never, like, all right, we could dedicate 3 hours, me and the boys, like, I can do 1 hour, I gotta go, like, so you can't enjoy that, but yeah, with the multiplayer, the ranked, it's really good.
What is your favorite multiplayer matches? Oh, do you play multiplayer? Like, do you do any of those extra matches?
So
I feel like people sleep on those matches, like those little different, like, game modes.
Are you talking about like some of the fun game modes, or do you mean like
capture
domination?
The flag, like all them extra ones. Like, have you played Bounty Hunter?
No.
Bounty?
No.
Bounty's pretty cool. So
that's one of the newer modes.
Yeah, so it's like a team deathmatch, but the difference is, from my understanding, is the person on the opposite team with the most kills, they get a target on them. So on the map, you can see them, and the purpose is, if you become the person on your team with the most kills or whatever, then you become the target.
Yeah.
So it makes it more fun, and they give you extra points. I think they're like 3 kills instead of 1 kill or something like that.
Wow.
So then it's like a team deathmatch type shit. So you kind of protect the one person.
It's like another level to the team deathmatch.
Yeah. That's pretty fun.
It creates the objective around team deathmatch.
Exactly.
Oh, I like that. I think I could get behind that one.
That one's fun. Drop Zone is fun. Have you heard of that
one?
Drop
Zone's the one where it's like care packages keep dropping.
Yeah.
And then whoever gets them.
Yeah, that one's fun.
That one's crazy, though.
That one's crazy because it sucks when someone has a juggernaut. You're fucked.
Oh, yeah.
And then Capture the Flag I fuck with.
Capture the Flag. I remember Capture the Flag, like, went away for a bunch of Call of Duties.
It went away for a while.
It was one of the popular ones. I remember when I was like, middle school, whatever, playing that. Like that was one of the go-to games. If I had like enough people on a squad like that I was playing with, that was a good one. If you go solo into the capture flag, sometimes I was like, it's kind of hard. Like when there's no communication on your team.
I hate when people have mics.
Yeah.
You got a mic?
Yeah.
Okay,
I got a whole like Scarlet interface.
Oh shit! Really?
A legit mic. I don't have a good headset yet. I used to have like just a wireless, like what is hype.
Well, that's what I meant. Headset for like the game.
I used to use that like when I would game with people, but I didn't.
So how do you hear it? You just play it off your TV?
If I'm playing alone, yeah. Because
how do you hear the game?
I don't care. I don't.
Oh, okay. You just streaming at that point?
I play passively. So usually if I'm playing, I have the like a podcast or something on my other monitor, and I'm just listening, and that's why I'm usually playing Shipment 24/7 because it's just like kill that.
Yeah,
kill
they're
that,
right
kill
there.
that.
Yeah.
Like
and if I listen, they're all.
And I don't care about my KD, so if I die, they're talking about something cool, like die. Oh, all right, let me back into it. But like if I actually did this the other day because when I was talking to you and you told me like, I'm gonna start streaming. I was like, I've been wanting to do a campaign playthrough of all like the Call of Duties and stuff. So I went to go play, and it just to check to make sure my OBS would work and everything. I dropped into a multiplayer game, and I don't have a podcast distracting me, and I have a headset on for the first time since back in the day when I played Warzone, and I'm like, dude, I actually hear people coming around.
It's a different game, bro.
The number of times I die because how did I know that guy was behind me? How was I supposed to? It's because you're supposed to listen.
Yeah, bro.
I can even hear grenades landing next to me. I don't have to wait for the symbol.
Game. Yeah.
I'm like, wow, it's actually easy to be good like this.
Yeah, because you can actually hear what side the shooting is coming from, the footsteps. You know it's left, right, or how far. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always got to tune into that shit.
Yeah. So you're going to be jumping into some Call of Duty streaming.
Yeah.
Still rapping, though? Or
no, yeah, I'm definitely going to make music.
Still making music. Yeah.
But that's, yeah.
Are you working, or are you, those are the two, focuses, or are you doing anything else right now?
Creatively, yeah. I mean, I'm working on, merch and stuff.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Do you have a brand or anything?
Yeah, the Motivation. I'm not wearing it. I was wearing it yesterday, but yeah, I have a brand.
Motivation?
Motivation, yeah. I'm working on my website. It should be done hopefully soon, yeah.
Do you know when you're going to... You haven't launched that whole brand or anything yet?
No, just privately. I've given certain... I started off with some hoodies.
Okay.
I gave a couple out, but not publicly yet, no.
All right. So we got merch coming out. What... Dude, yeah, I love that you tap into something. You go, that looks interesting, like music, now streaming, now that, what other things are going to make me money?
They all go together, I feel like it all goes together. That's why it's...
100%. But I love the way that even though, you're not sure what it is when you're first interested in it, you dive 100. You're like, I'm gonna see where this, I'm putting everything into it, and then... Once it's out, now we can play around with everything else. And you did that with the music. Stream's going to come out soon. And now we're talking about having a brand and merch. And what tipped you out? Do you remember the moment that you're like, yeah, I'm going to start working with someone to make a brand or whatever?
Yeah, well, I've had this idea since before I moved out to Cali. So I had it, but finding when you... I guess it's kind of more experience. And then once you just see that, you learn. Well, it's more of learning, too. When you learn that there's actual other companies that can do a different type of quality and, it's actually attainable. It's not like I have to be a fucking Nike to go and make a fucking, you know what I mean? It's when you learn, oh, shit, then it's might as well me wear something that's mine than me just giving money to this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's kind of how I looked at it. And I'm like, but this brand I've had it thought of it since I was 20, 19, 20, something like that. Yeah, but yeah, the motivation
to finally do it.
Yeah, it's a perfectionist thing. So once I came up with how I like the hoodie, now I'm just trying to. It's like a timing thing. You know how you work on shit and then shit happens and then it kind of delays it.
Yeah.
So when I'm a person, if I already worked into it, I'm going to try to keep that quality. I'd rather keep that quality that I feel like this is fair for me, good representation, then I'll drop it instead of me like, fuck it, this is what I got now. Let me just put it out now and or whatever. I don't know.
But as long as you work on it, whether it's out or not, like if you have something that you've been building
I didn't
up,
bring my tablet. I could have showed you my website, but
that's all right. If you have something that you've been building up and working towards, you can actually find opportunities and like opportunities will display themselves. Whereas like with this podcast and stuff, you know, I had been wanting to do stand up or a podcast.
Oh, so you wanted to do stand up comedy?
That was my. I mean, that's kind of how
I never knew that.
I've always been so into stand up.
Who else knew that?
Most
really?
I'm pretty sure. I talk about stand up comedy a lot.
Oh, what's your best go? So did you ever practice?
No, I've never performed.
Or you just thought you were funny, so you're like, let me go do this shit.
No, I didn't think I was funny. I literally I'm just so obsessed with the art form of stand up, and for a while I've in my like notes app, I write down little bits or premises that I think could be really funny. I've like some of those premises I've like put a lot of more time and thought into, and like I've created like a minute or like 5 minutes off of like a bit or two. Like if I ever build up the confidence to do like an open mic or something, but like
what would hold you back from doing the open mic?
I just like, well, I have a lot of excuses.
Everybody. Time, so I'm asking you, what would hold you back? I want to hear your excuses.
One of my excuses for the stand-up is I love the entertainment and I love being like an audience of the art form, and I don't want to do the art form. Like I don't want to like accidentally lose love for something that I'm like so into, so passionate about. I've heard stories like that with like whether like as an athlete or, you know, stand-ups or just like you think you want to do this thing so bad and then you go and do it and you don't like it as much or it's like not for you, and now
or you might love it.
I might love it. That's my other excuse.
You know, that's what happens. You know, what I've learned is the devil will keep you from what's your actual blessing, bro. I mean, for myself, I don't know why I hated my voice, but I wanted to do music. So what pushed me back from doing it a lot was because my own opinion on my voice. And then when I was like, "Fuck that," I actually like my voice. It wasn't even I like my voice. It was like my voice ain't even bad. What the fuck am I tripping about? You know what I mean? So and then it was like trial and error, like trying that shit out. You know, sometimes you just gotta do it, and then you be like, "This shit was the best thing."
It's another fear of mine because I know how like it's not an easy grind. Like a stand-up comic, like it's a lot of reps and it takes a lot of time to get like really good at the craft. And part of me has this fear that like I will be obsessed with it. I'll just like have to do it all. Like I will have to pursue that career, and like I don't know what that means. Like I can't conceptualize what it means to be a full-time stand-up and like how many years I'd have to put in.
Entertainer.
And like, yeah, I think I found my outlet with this podcast.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I was trying to get to.
I get what you're saying.
Too is like I was working on this podcast for so long, but well before that there were years where I like wanted to, and I never knew what an opportunity was like presented to me. Like I didn't know that like someone could just have a podcast and I could just buy my mics and start it.
Yeah.
So then once I've started this podcast, like it made like when I met Gio for the first time, made me realize like what other people are already doing and what they can help me learn to do and get better at it, and like learn the visual aesthetic and the lighting and the camera. And now I've learned so much more about like content creation because I had something in the works. So if you never put it into works, if it's always just the thought, like not only will it never become your dream, but you will never know what an opportunity is when it's in front of you. I will never know that like, you know, here's this, you know, person that I, you know, networked with, like even meeting Eli introduced me to Gio, and like Gio's introduced me to you, and like all these extra connections would have never happened if I didn't start my own podcast. If I didn't have something that I like I need to know how to find the next person. And then that person shows me 7 more people. And then, and like, so, and now I also can see an opportunity like, oh, when I'm on Fiverr, all right, it's this much for an editor. All right, I can find another editor that can do it like, and I know what I'm looking for, and I know, you know, how to find those opportunities. I know I can even look for some opportunities because I know what it is to do this project. But, you know, with the stand-up, I had like regretted not doing the stand-up for so long, and I never found early on, I never found like a outlet to find an opportunity to see if it's something that I could do. Like I didn't even really know about open mics, but I got lucky and found an opportunity with podcasting that introduced me to this world. And I feel like this is like a nice little like middle ground between like
I get what you're saying.
My entertainment versus like my passion and like my obsession. This is something I can like really get behind. I'm not a big traveler, so I know like a big step in the stand-up's journey is like touring. I also really like doing kind of like live reaction. Like I like my comedy comes from like, you know, you are saying something, even if we're talking about something serious, like just like ad-libbing a little joke here. Like I like coming up with a joke on the spot and like joking during a conversation. In stand-up, it's like you do a joke and then you redo that joke 100 times until it's perfect. And I'm like, which I might find out like that's a lot easier than I'm making it out to be, but or I actually like doing that. I like finding and crafting the perfect joke out of the one premise, but I don't know. I don't feel like I like that right now. Like I don't feel like I like the idea of redoing joke after joke after joke.
I feel that.
But anyways, I think we're at a good point here. We got a couple fun topics, but I want to give you the floor. This is your angle. Plug, promote, whatever you're ready to promote. Plug and let people know where they can find you.
Oh, for sure. You can follow me on Instagram at _life. That's HAUTE_LYFE. Peso Pat on Twitter. What else? Yeah. Well, no, what else are you saying, though? Like, if I got any other stuff coming out?
Yeah. You want to let people know?
Yeah, definitely. I'm working on a couple EPs, so by the time this come out, should be another single coming out, another video. Merch, just working.
I'm so glad to have you
streaming
on Ever Changing Vibe, so I can roast you to your face. I don't have to just roast you reacting to the music with Gio and AOHD. But dude, been a pleasure. Thanks again, man.